Brian Harsin, you may need the honeymoon. Welcome to the Voice of College Football as we break down all the Power 5 schedules. We're camping out in the SEC this weekend, and this time on the plains with the Auburn Tigers. Gus Malzahn is gone to Orlando, and Brian Harsin, of course, in from Boise State. He's got his work cut out for him. He's got a talented team, but some missing pieces on defense, and the playmakers on the perimeter gone. He does bring back one of the best running backs in the nation in Tank Bigsby. And what about Bo Nix? Can Brian Harsin be the guy to develop Bo Nix, work out the mechanical problems, and get him to play consistently? Let's look at the Auburn schedule. It is brutal. Akron to start out. That's not necessarily the brutal part. Alabama State game number 2. That's not necessarily the brutal part either. Here we go. Dated Penn State. That's going to be key. Of course, not from the SEC standpoint, but going to Penn State early in the season against a good top 15 to 20 team, if Auburn wins that game, they gain a little confidence. If they lose that game, not the end of the world, but still missing an opportunity to show that they can play at a high level. Georgia State, okay, they most likely enter the SEC play at 3-1, possibly 4-0. And then a rough back-to-back at LSU, Georgia. Okay, at Arkansas. That's certainly a game that Auburn was gifted last year by the officials. Then they've got a bye week before, look at this stretch, Ole Miss and Texas A&M. So over the course of 5 games, Auburn's got to play LSU, Georgia, Arkansas, Ole Miss, and Texas A&M. And Mississippi State is no cakewalk on the plains. Those are a lot of potential losses, and they're going to be the underdog in almost every one of those games. Possibly Mississippi State at home, possibly Arkansas on the road, possibly they'll be a favorite. Then at South Carolina, a game that they lost against the 2-8 South Carolina team last year. And then, of course, Bama is going to be an epic struggle this year. The Auburn Tigers, we've got it 6-6, 3-5 in the SEC for Brian Harsin, year number 1. A very good football team by other conference standards, but in the SEC, they lose 5 games and go up to Happy Valley and drop 1. Again, they get to a bowl game at 6-6. Leave your predictions below. And remember, Monday night, LSU UCLA live preview with you. Iowa, Indiana, huge game in the Big Ten. Live preview, followed up by going live with all of you, taking your calls and comments on the live chat with my predictions, with the conference championship games in the playoffs, and your comments as well. Right here at the Voice of College Football. See you Monday night.